another episode of Off Topic Podcast, number 6, with the one and only Colby James West. Welcome.
Set.
Oh, a crispy beer crack. Let's go. For the people, because you're just listening to this, you're not watching, we're sitting outside on the deck at Sugar Bowl.
Yeah. Who knew Sugar Bowl, eh?
Beautiful. I've never been here before.
This place is rad.
Have you ever been here back in the day?
I came here one time, I think. But the dopest part is it's privately owned, so you can do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah. Hence why Jib League just went down the past couple of days.
Yeah, it's sick. And Bridget knows like all the fam and Jossie and those guys from New Zealand, so like she's been around forever. Like,
Damn.
I've known her for like 20 years. She's
That's
the
why
marketing manager of the mountain. Or whatever.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to sit down and talk to you, because you're just an absolute legend in the ski world.
I don't know about legend, but I had a good time.
I googled you right before we did this.
Oh, yeah? Okay, good. It was great.
Just listed all the ski movies and then...
No, dude, I'm actually glad I was able to remove something from the internet, which is super impossible. And it was my segment in Matchstick Film where I did like the ultimate run. I absolutely hated that segment. And I called Matchstick and I was like, can you guys take that down? Because it was the first thing that popped up when you Googled it. And I was like, can you take it down? And Murray was like, why? Because it's shitty? And I was like, yeah, because it's shitty. And then the first thing that happened when I get here, some kid goes, yo, dude, that was my favorite segment ever, the ultimate run. I was like, come on, man.
Should have left it up.
Not cool. Not cool. Just because someone else, I hated it. They gave me 4 days to shoot an entire segment in Mammoth. And
wow,
you know how the weather gets there.
Oh, yeah.
But
3 days of wind, 1 day of sun.
Yeah, so we legit had 1 day of sun. So then I legit did part of my segment. We shot in LA with me on the fucking wires.
What, really?
Yeah, with a stunt dude like pulling me up and down as if I was doing it. I wanted to do a double front flip but before landing, do a double backflip. So like stop rotation in the air and go again. It was
what, like front of a green screen or something?
Yeah, we did it in front of a green screen.
Yo.
And that's when I was like, yo, I'm out. If you're not gonna let me hit these fucking big awesome jumps anymore, and I'm only getting 4 days to do shit, I'm gonna go do something else. But yeah, that's actually where a lot of my comedy like ski segments came from, is like making up for not having the shots or like
banger flips.
Yeah, like the banger shit. I mean, like I'd still be like skiing all year and going to as many shoots as possible, and like if you don't get what you, for example, like there's one we did where we were shooting Italy with Yoon Olsen. He was building a jump in, I don't remember the name of the resort in Italy, nobody ever does, but it was like this sick huge jump, but the weather was really bad and we were staying in Monaco because Yoon lived in Monaco, and his buddy had a boat there, so we're staying in this like 7-bedroom yacht in Monaco. Yo, dude, I was
the golden era.
No, I was poor as hell, and I was like so crazy. Just go fly straight into like Nice and like go on this like
yeah, we're on a ski
picture
trip.
a bunch of us like ski bunks like walking around Monaco.
Sorry to interrupt.
What's up?
Do you have a lighter?
A lighter. I got you, Zach.
Where were we? Oh, I was kind of trying to say like
shout out to Zach.
So like I had been filming all year, but I was also competing. Like I did X Games and all Dew Tour and Ski Tour and like all these things. So it was like one of my only shots to get some real bangers for this. And I had a couple because we shot in Aspen and we shot somewhere else, but I definitely didn't have enough for like a full segment. And so they called me to come back to do the contest because I think Jossie was in like second for the overall of the contest, and then I was in second. No, I was in third. Jossie was in second, and then Simon was injured, I think. And so I was in contention to like win the overall. So they're like called me. They're like, you got to come back so you can do the thing for like TV and stuff. And I was like, I don't know, like I'm kind of here doing this thing. And Murray again, the Matchstick was like, well, if you go, you're not gonna get like a full set. I'll put you with Jakob Wester or something.
Gotcha.
And I was like, whoa, hold on a second. We could come up with something fun. And I'd been singing that song by Tom Jones. It's not unusual to see me cry. Like I just discovered who that motherfucker was.
Gotcha.
And so I was like, what if we just did, because we're in fancy ass Monaco, we just do this like a music video with that. Like, could you get the rights? And he was like, do you want to tell us what the thing? Okay. I was like, did you check on the rights or whatever? He's like, yeah, I'll check on them. And so he looked it up and it was like $5,000. He was like, it's $5,000. And I was like, is that a lot? Like, no, let's fucking do it. So we like just put a speaker on and we like went all around Monaco, and I just like wore a shirt with my fucking chest hair hanging out. And we even like snuck in front. We got like shots from like the bow of the yacht we're staying on, and like went up like in front of the casino.
Damn.
I thought we were gonna kicked out for sure. So we like shot all that and then shot a little thing on the jump, and then I had like a full segment because I didn't have enough footage to like fill like a minute or a minute and a half.
Yeah, full regular ski part.
Regular ski part, yeah. So that's where it kind of started, because then the next year they were like, they invited me to like a minimal amount of things. They're like, oh, you can just make something funny. And I was like, no, fuck you guys. That was like a one-off because I had shit to do and I had to make it work somehow.
I was trying to win the overall.
And that was legit. I think the first real segment where like my position in skiing, or like as being a part of it as like a pro skier, like changed into being a personality side of it. I didn't realize what it was going to be like. Do you want to hear the story about what happened with my friend as a pro?
Fuck yeah.
Because it was hectic as fuck.
If you guys haven't seen that, or listened to that song, it's crazy. It's hilarious.
If you can find it, they had it taken off because we ripped the track from Mano and T.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we just get the rights to it. So like in the first week it had
that was a little more than $5,000.
250,000 views in like a week, and then it just got taken off.
Oh.
And then the next day posted again with another 250,000. And it's like, nope. People just kept trying. I think there's a version right now on YouTube, but all right. So I think you like this story.
Let's go. I love a good story.
Yoon was like, I really want you to come, but we already have two teams. We have like, or there was two America teams, like US team and an America team. And he was like, and I don't remember who the other was, Simon and Sammy.
Gotcha.
And then the other team, no, it was Simon and, fuck, I can't remember. But the other team was Sammy and Tanner.
Oh, crazy.
And so Yoon was like, I don't have room for you because we already got these teams, but I really wish you could come. And I was like, yeah, that's all good. He calls me like 2 weeks before, and he's like, yo, Tanner doesn't want to do it, and Sammy is going to come, but you should come with Sammy. And I was like, I don't think Sammy really likes me that much. I don't know why. We're kind of just not the same kind of people. Like, I have massive respect for Sammy and Tanner, but like, we're way different types of people. Just like, hey, what's up, dude? Hey, how you doing? But that's it. But he was like, you got to call him. I'm like, okay. And I called Sammy. I was like, hey, what's up, dude? And he's like, I was like, who are you bringing to Yoon's venue? I actually said, he asked me to call you because I didn't want him to think I was like begging to go with him.
Gotcha.
He was like, I think I'm just going to bring my homie from my hometown, like one of my buddies. And I was like, fair enough. And then that was the end of it.
Damn.
And then Yoon calls me a week later, which is a week before the fucking event. And he goes, Sammy's out, you're in. Find someone to go with. Find 2 cinematographers and a photographer.
Damn.
What the fuck?
Talk about last minute.
Yeah. And so I called, I went on Newschoolers, I think, actually, and I like asked people, I was like, who should I bring? And then people started saying like LJ and Bobby, like all the kids that are coming up. And I was like, I don't really know these dudes though. Like, I don't know what we do.
Yeah.
And I kind of had in my mind that I want to make something funny because I'm not like the best skier of all time. It just was like, I did want to like do well, but like we're not gonna win.
Yeah.
So I was like, whatever. And so I called my friend John, who's my best friend, John Sims, the other one in the video.
Sick.
And I was like, dude, who should I bring? And he started telling me some people, and we were like kind of brainstorming about it. And then we hung up, and I still didn't really know what to do. And John called me back like 10 minutes later, and he literally goes, fucking A, dude, bring me. And I was like, yeah. And he goes, who cares, man? Let's just go have fun. And I was like, fuck yeah, that actually sounds really good. And I called you, and I was like, John Sims. And then like Matchstick was working with Josh Finbo, and so Finbo, and then Mike Thomas was like my cinematographer at the time that I was like, we made shit like funny shit together. Yeah. And so I had them in, and then Alex O'Brien was our photographer. I was glad we brought him because he's one of those dudes that, like, if you make a joke, he'll be like, nah, that wasn't funny. But if you make a good one, he'll be like, that's good. Like it, like, love it. So when we got there, we didn't know what we were gonna do, and we knew we had to do something special more because John, it was like literally the end of his career.
Gotcha.
And I was like not competing anymore or whatever, and so I was like, we're not leaving this hotel room until we come up with an idea. And John kept saying like, well, the only reason I'm here is because I'm friends with you, pro. And then I think we were listening to that Mano and T-Pain song, and then he just said like, my friend's a pro. I'm like, that's pretty much how it happened. And so I made him like, because those events were just party events as well.
Gotcha.
So you like party at night and then ski during the day and film and then edit at the end of it. And so the first 2 days I was like, we're not partying until we come up with the idea. So 2 days in, we were still in Norway. We came up with it, and then John and I were just writing lyrics and singing into these things. And everybody else was like, "What the fuck are you boys doing? Why are you just not hanging out with us?" And we're like, "Hey, you'll see." So we're just doing that the whole time and getting the best tricks we possibly could, like filming during the day, like just how the event works. And then at the end of it, Thomas was just editing away, and me and John went out and just got ripped. We come back at like 3 or 4 in the morning, which is like when the club was probably actually still open based on like Euro stuff. But we came back and Mike, we're like, show us the edit, and he's showing it to us, and we were just like, this is fucking great. And there was one part where John like did a trick, and it looks like he's just squirrely, and we cut to the landing, he just stomps it. And I go, do that twice in a row. And so he put it twice, John just fucking up just the whole time. It was really good. But well, I thought it was really funny. But then we were like on our way to like the big end of it event where all the
show it all off.
Yeah, and like there's like a stage and there's all these people and all that shit. And on our way there, walking with Jossie, me and Sims were walking with Jossie, and he was so into that Mano and T-Pain song.
Gotcha.
And he was like, he started like kind of singing it, and then me and John knew all the lyrics because we had just just fucking
listen to it over and over and over again.
So we knew the whole thing, and he's literally going like, "Man, how do you guys fucking know like all the lyrics to this, dude? That's fucking crazy. I love this song." And then we get in there, and we're like having the ceremony, and as soon as our video comes up on the big thing, it's like din din din. And Jossie, who's on stage on a thing at his own table, at the team down under table or whatever, he just stands up with his arms in the air and just turns to me and John. He's like, "No." And he like literally came over. He's like, "You guys got that song?" We're like, "No, keep listening, dude." He's just listening. It was like so fucking funny because it's in the middle of this huge audience with like 6,000 people. John's just like, "Yo, you got this song." That was crazy. And then we got dead last.
Damn.
Well, actually, we kind of knew that because when we came in, Chris Turpin was judging, and he was like, "Yo, that was fucking awesome. We watched it 7 times before we moved on to the next video." And John goes, "So we won?" He goes, "Well, no, you guys got dead last." And John was pretty pissed, actually. He was like, "What the fuck, man? Like, why?" And he's like, "Because Yoon had us judge it like a big air contest. So it was trick to trick." And I was like, "Jesus, why the fuck did why did you invite me, man?" I'm fucking... So literally we got the like People's Choice Award, which was a bouquet of flowers.
Damn.
And then the next year, because it was kind of fucked up that it didn't do better,
Gotcha.
You changed the rules to have it be the most creative. Or the best video, really.
Gotcha.
And then the Canadians won that year, and then People's Choice was Wallish and Simon. Yeah.
Damn.
They made that sick edit with fucking the Biggie song.
I definitely seen that.
Rat-a-tat, dude. It was
Holy cow.
So sick. So they didn't win, but they got People's Choice, and they got fucking Rolexes. We got fucking flowers, dude. What the fuck? Anyway, yeah, that's probably the best thing I've made. And I mean, I don't know. It's hard to talk about, but I think that's the one I'm probably most proud of.
Sick.
Yeah. It's been fun.
Well, I know people have been bringing it up since I've met you.
Yeah.
I mean, I only met you at X Games this year, and you were incognito, and I was all confused, and Kirk was like, "Yeah, dude, it's Colby James West," and I was like,
"Who the fuck is that?"
Wearing a fur jacket. Call Jorge.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that was really fun. Jorge,
I couldn't tell if you were fucking with me or actually just a dickhead.
Oh yeah, no. When I do the Jorge character, I can't get out of character, because if I do that,
it's so impressive.
Well, I mean, you just have to you just have to fucking stay in it.
I just love skit stuff like that, but like me as someone who would, if I would just to try and do that, I could not hold in laughing.
Yeah.
And you're so good at that.
Well, the thing is, it's not as I guess the way that it works for me anyway is it's just I have to just remain in observation.
Gotcha.
So you're never thinking about, I don't care how I look, I don't care about any of that, and I'm only focused on what people are saying and what could be good out of that, or how they look or whatever.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Although we just did one at Do Tour and I got a little tipsy on that one, and I think it's not good if I drink and do Jorge because he gets real mean.
The X Games one was so sick.
The X Games one was really fun. I can't believe the cops were all stoked on it.
Yeah.
That guy was actually like giggling when he came up. He's like, okay, fashion. Yeah, let's do it. I'm so ready for that character to just hit a brick wall at some event where it's like a redneck event or something.
Oh,
and just get my ass fucking handed to me. No, it's a joke, man. It's a joke. Look, no, I'm one of you, man.
Get forced out of character.
Yeah. Yeah. Did you know what's really funny? Josh Christensen, he is... I wish you could see his face whenever Jorge, like that character, I do that, because he's like so freaked out. He can't separate that it's me and the character, and he's so scared of what I'm going to say that he just can't look at me. He can't even. And I'll be like, "Hey, how are you doing? What's going on? Let's talk about your fashion." And he's like, "Okay." Just me, Josh. Like, chill out.
Well, who did you get at X Games insanely good? Was it Ferdy?
Well,
Or who was?
well, fucking McEachran didn't know it was me.
Yeah.
The whole time.
Kurt
And
showed
at
me
the
that
end,
clip.
I finally had to just go like, "Hey, it's Colby," and he goes, "What the fuck, you fucking asshole!"
He's just standing there all awkward, like, who is this guy roasting me on my fashion?
Yeah, it was pretty good. That's one thing I run into. Like, that's the problem with that thing though, is like people that know me, it doesn't really work.
Gotcha.
I just have to do like the normies in the crowd and shit. Like, there's that one girl I roasted. I was so stoked on that roast where she's standing with her friend and the other girl. That's so good. You got a nice fur coat. And you? What happened?
That was so good.
Like a fucking bird, motherfucker.
That was so good.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I don't know if I'll do it a lot more, but it's a good way to reintroduce myself, I think, back into like ski shit. Because I'm Jones to be back and do more funny shit.
Has it been a while? Where'd you go?
I went through my midlife crisis.
Gotcha.
Don't call it a comeback, just call it a midlife crisis.
Huh?
But it was really weird. I just turned 39 on Monday. And it's just really fucking weird. I like basically just quit skiing. When I quit, I quit.
It's like you see like skiers, some like hang around and slowly fall off, and then sometimes they're still around and sometimes they end up just leaving.
Right, or they like become coaches or they like
or just still around.
Yeah.
And then there's the guys like Simon who just gone.
Just out. And that's what I did. I was like, I'm fucking out. I had more shit to do that I wanted to try. Then it turned out that shit was really hard to do, so now I don't want to do it anymore.
And skiing's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I did voiceovers and I like did some actory stuff and like some stunts.
Yeah, when I called you a little bit ago, and you didn't answer, you were telling me about your voicemail. And I should have stayed on a little more because I laughed pretty hard to it. But as soon as I heard the beep, I hung up.
Well, yeah, I just like I live in LA and I did some like voiceovers and like some regular Hollywoody type shit. I did the Waterworld stunt show.
Really?
Yeah, but I blew my hamstring.
Ooh.
So I didn't get to actually do the show. They paid me to stand around. I can look like I knew what I was doing. But yeah.
Is this all through connections with skiing that you started doing?
Yeah, actually, that was my friend Casey. I was in Hermosa Beach. And I didn't have anything. I didn't even have a car or anything, and I only had my skateboard. And so I was like skateboarding to FedEx, and I'm standing. It was raining, and my head like just looked like a fucking wet mess. There's like no money and nothing, and like sitting there, and somebody behind me in fucking the middle of LA is like, "Are you Colby?" And I was like, "Yeah, who the fuck are you?" How would you possibly know that? And it turned out he's from Tahoe, and he's been a stuntman. He was like, I always wanted to be a pro skier, and I was like, I always want to be a stuntman because that's what I wanted to do. And so he was like, yo, we should hang out. And then he's like full on. He's in like a bunch of the Marvel movies and all that shit.
Oh, damn.
He's a stunt coordinator.
Damn.
And so I've done a couple of things with him, nothing big, but that's kind of how I got into the stunt shit. It was like super randomly. He was like, oh no, I like seeing you in videos. You have like one of my favorite segments in the Matchstick film. And I was like, yeah, sweet. And he was like, yeah, do you want to hang out? I was like, yeah. And we like went on this fucking sailboat.
Sick.
I was like, "Do you just become best friends?" I was like, "Yeah, I think so."
One of those.
Yeah, it was great. But
Damn. Well, if you want to get back into some more ski stories,
oh yeah, for sure.
you got any?
Enough about that bullshit.
I know you've told me so many stories, and some of them definitely can't be recorded on a podcast.
No, there's so many other ones. Well, I guess we could talk about like what I mean. It's funny being here and talking to the younger ones because, well, people just want to hear stories about it, but it's such a different vibe now, and I like it. I like this vibe so much fucking more than what it was. And it might have been because I was younger and my own like ego and feels and worries were getting in the way. But this feels like such a different, like, it's not cool to be like a bully.
Yeah.
Or like be an asshole. Whereas like there were so many people in skiing that were just dicks. It was like you couldn't like roll up to a park if you're wearing the wrong shit. You'd be like, who the fuck's this fucking loser? It's like that doesn't seem like it exists as much now.
No, I don't think it does. But
Well,
there's
sure
also like the
there's
hero villain thing that's kind of missing in skiing of just like creates a little bit of a drama and it creates a little bit of a story that like people want to keep.
Well, you mean like X Games shit like Ray Simon and Tanner or whatever?
Kind of, yeah.
They didn't even hate each other.
No, but it, like just what was
like like rivalry shit.
Yeah,
I guess. I mean, it is a little more difficult when all you do is prop each other up. But I think you can actually get more out of that. But yeah, I think that I feel like you get more out of it when you're like propping each other up than you would from back in my day, which was like some people are dicks.
but it's wild because it's crazy like how much drama and like bad shit it gets fed through Instagram and that gets the views and everything.
Yeah, you probably know more about that shit than I do because I don't know anything about that.
Like, I saw you trying to edit a video earlier today.
Take it easy, Chief. Take it easy. I've had some beers today, all right? It's not a big deal. I did get good at it for a minute, but then they keep changing that goddamn algorithm shit.
Yeah, I barely keep up to.
Yeah, I had a viral video that was like 48 million views.
Jesus.
No, it wasn't of Jesus. It was I just did a voiceover on someone tomahawking down the mountain, and like I think it was just the algorithm at the time like popped it off and it just went ping.
Well, that, and I feel like people kind of understand that it's you joking about some dude who's like
I don't know. It was.
he looked fine at the end of it.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. Well, I knew that he was because I knew who the kid was.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I was thinking about like that. There's a guy online that made that chart of like the more you fuck around, the more you find out like the line that goes up. And there's this dude that I really, his voice, he used to do Disney stuff, and he's the voice of like the haunted house at Disney, and he does all the voices for. He sings like "You're in one, Mr. Grinch." And he did something around this the origin of the word fuck. And he goes through like most in the English language, not all words are. I don't know. Well, he did that, and then I was thinking about it. I was riding my motorcycle back from San Diego, and I was like, just in my head, I was talking like that guy. And I was like, and as it turns out, the more you fuck around, the more you find out. And I was like, I should probably record that and like put it on the video. And it was like an hour and a half to get home from where I had stopped. So I just recorded on the side of the highway.
No way.
By the time I got home, it was at 400,000 views.
Holy
like this, it actually didn't make me excited. It was like, this is fucking bullshit. You're like, are you fucking kidding me? All the hard work you got to do to like try to get yourself up on something, and all of a sudden you're just gonna get fucking.
That's the wild thing with ski clips, because that's what Gepper was saying.
Yeah.
About how he does the freaking get ready with me for a contest, and it's just him putting clothes on, and then he posted a video with all 4 dubs and a pipe that he just learned. It took him 10 years to learn. He's like, that got a quarter of the views.
Yeah, it's really strange. I mean, I don't know if it's strange because obviously it's just a drug that they're like taking advantage of that you can get shit out of, and also the relatability I think, is the problem with skiing in that sense anyway.
No, for sure.
Yeah, dude, like no one knows what the fucking all-weight depth is. Like one millionth of the planet knows what the fuck it is.
Yeah.
It's just finding that niche, I guess, is what we need as like pro skiers.
Yeah.
Then you can.
This is the dilution of.
Yeah.
Is that a word? Dilution.
Dilution, yeah.
Diluted.
Delusion.
Delusion.
I think you're just delusional, man.
The amount of kids that just sit on their phone.
The dilutedfulness.
Yeah. Watch, like, how many kids wake up in the morning and just watch 100 Get Ready With Me videos in a row?
Yeah, dude.
It's like, oh, Nick popped through for some ski gear.
Yeah, shit. Well, I'm still gonna keep. I'm pumped. This is gonna be really fun.
No, I love the comedic shit that you do. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I legit took off time, tried out other shit, looked at things, and then like ready to come back to like my ski family, you know.
Shit.
Just happened to hit at the right time because I didn't even have to change my clothes. Baggy pants are back in, so I'm good.
A little bit smaller jacket, but pants are the same.
Yeah, I'm excited for about 4 years from now when I can just keep on my tall tees and we'll be back to that.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna go through every evolution of that. I'm gonna stick with the tall tees until I die, basically.
Tall tees probably bury you in your tall tees.
I hope.
Someone was talking about the mountain is like I want to try to maybe get sponsored by them.
By who?
The mountain that makes the tall tees with all the
with the animals and stuff. I remember. I definitely agree. I probably have 15 or 20 over the years.
Yeah, my favorite.
Because they do the whole way up to 6, 7 XL.
My favorite. I wear a lot of Dragon t-shirts because they're fucking sick, but they're all mountain gear. I want to try to see if they'll give me a little cup of free t-shirts. Be sick. But my plan right now is I want to make like a narrative ski, like a feature film, as I told you about. But yeah, like we have. When was the last time? Like you think of like Hot Tub Time Machine. That's like a feature
Hollywood,
film. And then like a Hollywood ski movie, like a fucking funny one. There's Hot Dog, and there's like the OG one, and there's like Out Cold, right? So that was an attempt at doing like a mountain fun one.
Yeah,
I didn't think it was that good.
It was all right.
It's not like culty.
No.
Whereas Hot Dog's like cult classic shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And so
that was a little bit more like in the core.
Yeah.
Core realm with it. Hot Dog was. Out Cold was definitely just like, let's be as funny and outrageous as possible.
And they were definitely more oriented toward Hollywood shit.
Yeah.
And not as much.
Yeah.
It was just probably some fucking director or CEO dude or like movie guy who was at a mountain was like, this is wonderful culture. We should make this into a fucking comedy. Instead of
let's get Zach Galifianakis.
Yeah. And just have these funny people do things. I like this mountain life. Whereas I want to make one that's like starts here and then drags in their money and views.
Sick.
Like kind of. It's not really like that, but like make it like legit. Get real actors and do all that stuff. It'd be so fun.
Out of all the people I've met in skiing, I could see you being the one to do it.
And I spent fucking 10 years in Hollywood just drowning in that shit, so at least I got something out of it. I know how to talk to those people.
It was just cool whenever I started like with ski movies, just being around some of my friends that are filmers and stuff, and not just looking at the film as like what it is, and just like, oh, I see how this angle was shot, and like, oh, they set this up, and this is a skit, this is what like actually happened.
Yep.
And when you can pick stuff apart, I'm sure being in Hollywood and stuff, you get way deeper.
Yeah.
Inside look of all that going down.
Yeah, there's so much. I think one of the reasons why I didn't like it necessarily is like because doing stunt stuff or like doing other things within that, they take so much goddamn time and money to do anything like that is not unusual. Segment that I just described about in Monaco, we shot that in a fucking day. There's no going forward with, like, it just takes so long to do the smallest shit, and then they built such up, they just make something that doesn't need to be a big deal into a big deal. But I don't know, I was talking with Katie Burrell, who made actual feature film. She's I don't know how to describe it exactly. She's just a comedian, like skiing, and she's on Instagram. She does fucking pretty good, funny videos.
Sick.
She's also pretty good at like the mainstream aspect of it. So like not necessarily from the pro side.
Gotcha.
Like she's not like super core in the industry, but she's like core enough that she can gather that audience from outside of it.
Sick.
And she made a movie called Weak Layers, and it's pretty good.
Damn,
but like it got big enough, it's legit like Hot Dog and all those other movies from back in the day. Yeah, because it's definitely ski oriented. Like her main like person that she looks up to is Scott Gaffney.
Sick.
Who, yeah.
Sick. I've heard that name
Yeah,
for sure.
he did all like McConkey stuff.
Yeah.
He's with Matchstick. I filmed a bunch with him too. But like, it's funny because she picked him as like the guru that she wanted to like look up to in the film. The fact that she got the film made, I just immediately DM'd her. I'm like, yo, we gotta make something. This is sick. So I've been talking with her about it. I don't know where that'll go, but I have a few leads on how we can get a narrative ski movie. Oh, I didn't mention that I want it to be a musical.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I want to do. I mean, I think it could be fun as a musical. And my friend mentioned, he's like, we should make it a musical. And I was like, I don't like musicals. That sounds really fucking stupid. Like, what am I gonna do? Like fucking Barbie and like have like, I'm just Ken. Like, what the fuck is that? And he goes, no. Think about it this way: Team America World Police is a musical. And I was like, oh shit. I said, run me and sad me around. There's like a song in the movie. And then I was like, okay, I can get on board with this. So one of the first songs that I've been writing is called Proho. Whoa. Yeah. Put that in the musical.
That's going to go over great in this generation.
Is it? Probably not.
That's what I was just sarcastic.
Yeah.
Slightly.
I don't know. That's why you're here. You can keep me out of jail.
I don't know, dude.
I don't know. Come on, you know, I'm not that bad. It's not that bad. I mean, there's a way to do it.
No, because I like your comedy and you're from the area where, like, you can still say shit like that. And
well, no, it's not. I'm not from that era of, like, I've never felt comfortable with that type of thing.
Gotcha.
Like, I'm surprised at myself for the Jorge stuff because it's not super. I don't like Borat. I can't watch it. I think it makes it feel squirmy and uncomfortable. Yeah, but like with the Jorge one, like it feels a little different to me because it's like observational and it's clearly a joke and it's not making fun of I'm making fun of things that aren't really made. Like clearly it's a joke. Like like this one kid wearing a snow camo jacket. I'm like, why did you dress a cow outfit? Like come on, like whatever. And then Joss and Charlie were hiking up at X Games, and they were like, I was like, where are you guys going? What are you going off to do? And they were like, we're gonna go watch the women's event. And I go, they let women do this? And like, I got really nervous with that. But in my mind, the way that it feels like is, it's almost making fun of that other side of those people that don't accept or like have it in there, like that actually are misogynistic. Yeah, it's like over the top, like you're ridiculous. So that's the way that I kind of feel more about it. I mean, I know I'm from a different like era of that stuff, and it's so interesting to watch it be not normal to say specific things. But I also understand that that's, I guess, the growing up part, because like when we were young, it wasn't, we didn't get it. And also, we were raised by fucking boomers, dude. Yeah, they're pieces of shit. They fucked us up so hard. Fuck, I'm in so much debt just because they created the credit scoring system the year I was born. You fucking kidding me? My mom's a kindergarten teacher and she owns a home. How the fuck are you gonna do that now? Yeah, that's impossible, dude. The generation's fucked. They certainly fucked us. Thank God, like people that had babies that are my age made you guys. I'm like genuinely really stoked on this generation, like your generation. Like it kind of like, I was thinking about it last year and I just like kind of makes my shoulders relax. I'm like, oh, thank God there's like thinking good forward motion people here instead of just being like, what about me? I had trauma too. I don't know, I guess I kind of got on a tangent there, but I think I'll be able to handle making this ski movie and have it be, hello? How's Dad?
Oh, my dad.
You want to answer it?
I'll call him back.
I can talk to him. Is that Pops?
Oh my God.
Oh, hello.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm just doing a podcast.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, just doing a podcast with your son. I thought I'd answer. How are you doing?
All right. Oh, stop me there.
Well, you're on the podcast now. Do you have any questions you want to ask me? I know you know I'm Colby West.
Hi, Hi, Colby.
Hi.
No, not bad. Just tell him to call.
Yeah, okay, I will. All right, well, you made a good one here. He's a really good guy.
No way.
All right.
I'll call you in a little, Dad.
All right. I'll see you later.
Okay, bye, Dad. Is he an accent? Where are you from?
Pennsylvania.
Oh, yeah, thick accent. No, I didn't mind that. What were you talking about? Oh, yeah, I think I could be PC. Maybe, we'll see.
No, I just love the fact that, I don't know, I've gotten, just like with the whole COVID thing and everything, just diving into skiing the past freaking 10 years before that, and then COVID hits and you kind of, resorts shut down, and I got into so many other things that I haven't really dove into for a while, and comedy was one of them.
Oh, yeah.
And then to meet you at X Games in your persona and the whole comedy thing, and I just, that and not like, I know who you were as a legendary skier, just an old school skier. I was like, dang, this is so funny that he has found a way to bring it in his ski world.
Yeah, it's going to be fun, I think. I have some plans for the next little while.
Sick, dude.
But I was so stoked to see Gepper start doing comedy.
Yeah.
Because I remember he was a little awkward when he was a teenager. And like, I'd skied with him a bunch. We were competing against each other and shit. But I remember riding with him one time, like a long time ago. And he was like, I think I want to get into comedy. And at the time, I did not. Like, I was like, really, dude? You want to do comedy? He's like, yeah, I've been writing a little bit. And then seeing his shit now, I thought it was trip. I was like, dude, you're fucking crushing it. Because he is. He's really funny. And then the other one with Ferreira doing the
hot dog hunt. Dude, that shit is so sick.
So good, dude. I actually was Jorge. I ran into Ferreira after he won his gold medal this year at X. And I was like, that's a nice necklace. Why did you choose that one? Gold is a bit goldy. And he recognized it as a comedy thing, but he's so in the zone that I didn't want to like fuck with him too. It's like, I'm not going to get out. I just wanted him just a little bit of a...
Yeah, a little poke.
And let him go enjoy his fucking breakfast.
When I interviewed him at X Games, both times I brought up Hans, I think.
Yeah.
It's just sick. Like,
it's kind of funny though, because I know how that goes. If like Jorge was the first thing that I'd ever done within skiing, you can't get away from it.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have to make something else if he doesn't want to be Hot Dog Hans forever. Which totally, if he does or he wants to do whatever, but that was an important thing for me too, because I didn't want to get pigeonholed into one specific thing. So if you like crush it in a bunch of different comedy things, then you don't get stuck there.
We're not just expecting one lane out of it.
Yeah, and that's like, I definitely want to do something with Hot Dog Hans. I don't know what yet though, and I want to do something with Gepper, but I don't know what yet either. And also Katie Burrell. I haven't done anything with her yet, but I only just started.
Just those four together. I mean, I don't know Katie, but you three together would be unreal.
Katie's funny. Look her up on Instagram. She does the shit where like she'll be like, it'll say like girlfriend on hike or whatever, like typical girlfriend on hike, and someone's filming her. And she's just like, you said we were almost to the top like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, well, those videos are funny. Yeah.
Because this looks like a fun place for someone to ask a question, like a fucking waterfall and shit. She's really funny, dude. Yeah, crushing it. What are you doing every time you do that?
Just checking the battery on my laptop because sleeping in the van. Fucking 14%.
Oh shit, that
dropped
went quick,
I know, dude. MacBooks, they suck battery.
Shit balls. Alright, well, why don't we plug you in then?
We'll see stories.
You want more stories?
I want some crazy stories.
Crazy stories.
Yeah, you've given me so many good ones. Okay. Obviously, you can tell me whatever you actually want to say.
Sit.
But some of them are just...
Well, you want like a partying story?
Yeah, I mean, the kids, that's like what kids these days miss.
Yeah.
Or like, they don't miss it.
No, they don't.
But like, they want to hear the stories.
Out, that's what you mean. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, I mean, one of them, you told me sounded pretty fucking sick. The chandelier one.
Oh, you can't really say
No, that's why we don't have to say that.
I don't know. I mean, the problem is they involve other people, and I don't want to get them in trouble. I don't give a shit if like a story about me or something like that. Oh, fuck.
Any crazy stories about you come into your head?
Well, let's see. I guess the way that they usually pop up is like locational.
Gotcha.
Like,
any just wild European stories that like you just felt lost or just out of place at where you were and shit just went all like south.
Yeah. We went to the fucking, I can tell this one because Richie Perman, he won't give a fuck. but so it was me and TJ and Gus and Dory were all on Corrupt, and Richie.
Oh, I wrote a pair of those back in the day.
Yeah, dude, that company was sick. It was so funny because when they came up, like they were like, "Yeah, it's called Corrupt." I'm like, "Well, good luck with the sales in America, that dumbass fucking name." But it's such a French thing to do. It's like reminds me of you, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna make this bag company and call it Douchebags," and I was like, "No, you're not, dude." He was like, "No, it's funny." I'm like, "You don't understand? That's a physical thing. You can't just replay. It's not gonna work." I was thankful that he changed it to DB. The Corrupt dudes, I'm fine with the name Corrupt. Like, it's kind of funny because it doesn't really work in English. But,
Yeah.
But what they had these bindings they were making, they wanted to call them the dildo. And all of us in Canada and America were like, "No, dude, we're not doing that."
Yeah.
And they're like, "It's funny." I'm like, "No, it's not like the word fuck. It's not diverse. Like that. You can't just put it on something." So luckily they didn't do that. But anyway, we're with Corrupt. So Gerlon, the owner of it, he brought us. He was a rally car driver for for BMW. So he gave us all Mini Coopers as like our signing bonus.
What?
Yeah, I actually never fucking got mine because they sent it over, but I was over in France doing shit with Corrupt, and I didn't pick it up within that month. So I go back, I'm like, "Where's my Mini Cooper?" They're like, "Oh, we sent it back." I was like, "Fuck you, send it back, motherfucker." Like, never got it. Anyway, how sick is that? Fucking signing bonus of a Mini Cooper?
We can get into some stories like that too,
So
but we'll
tight.
stay on this Corrupt one.
Yeah. So he invited us all over there for the 50th anniversary of Mini Cooper, and it was in Paris, and it's at this fucking sick venue, this giant like abandoned pool, like a public pool, you know, but it's inside, and it's this huge like just so French. It's like in the middle of Paris, and DJ Tiesto I think was DJing, and like it was just ridiculous, like full like bodily service, and like I'm there in my Dragon t-shirt, like we did not fit in, dude. It's wearing like my hair hanging out, fucking got like the dunks on, and just like not fitting in. But as a crew, pretty much anywhere you bring all of us, we'll make a party out of anything. So yeah, so we didn't fit in that well, but anyway, I'm like, we were getting pretty drunk and partying, and we're leaving, and the chick that was kind of like taking care of us was like, "What do you guys want to do now?" And TJ just goes, "I want to go to a strip club." I was like, "Yeah, that was kind of fun." She was like, "Really?" And Richie's like, "Yeah, let's go to the fucking strip club, man." I'm like, "Okay." So she gets us, and like we're going to get in the taxis, and Richie and the other kid, I can't remember his name, who was on the team, and me and TJ get in the taxi, but we couldn't fit all of us, and we were with the main chick who was taking care of us. So we get in the taxi, and then we pull up around. It wasn't even that far. We're like somewhere else, and I like look out the window, and I see Richie sitting on the curb with his hands behind his back, and he's just sitting there. And I like, "Hey, Richie!" like yell out the window, and he just looks at me and shakes his head like, "Mm-mm." And then I noticed everybody else around him was cops. And I was like, "Oh shit!" And we just kept going. We get to the strip club, and TJ was like, "Oh, I'm too drunk. I don't want to do it." And I was like, "What the fuck, man?" We just went back to the place, and we were like, "What the fuck happened to Richie and this other kid?" And they come home at like a couple hours later, and actually they didn't come home. Richie came home, and he's cracking up. We're like, "What the fuck happened, dude?" He's like, "Well, we were walking, and we fucking like just joking around, and I push him, and he fall backwards onto a car, and he dent the hood, and we were like, it's laughing about it. And then we keep walking down the block, and this dude in a funny outfit come up and is like, 'Hey man, the concierge at this hotel, you just dented a Bentley.'"
Oh my god!
"You gotta come back, man." And they're like, "Oh fuck, no, we're not doing that." And he goes, "I already called the cops," and they just both look at each other and just sprinted.
Oh my.
Just started running and running, and they get behind this little mailbox, and they're like hiding behind it, like all out of breath and shit. And then they like turn around, and the cops are right behind them.
Oh
and Richie just
God.
goes, "Man, you guys are fast." So they got arrested, and that's when we saw him. He's just sitting there. He was handcuffed, so he's just sitting there, and they got arrested, and they get to jail, or they get to like the cop station, and the cop's like, "Okay, clearly you guys are just a couple of drunk idiots, but one of you has to stay the night in prison." And Richie just goes like this and puts his fist up for Rochambeau. Actually, Rochambeau and the other kid
And that's
lost.
why he's laughing back at that.
He's laughing at the house because he just got away, no problem. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Richie's awesome. I want to go visit him pretty soon.
Dang, dude, that's
Richie,
that's a good
another
one.
time Richie and I were, this one's actually going in this book I'm writing. I'm writing a book called Stories to Poop To, because they're all about 10 minutes long. And then the byline is,
Stories to poop to.
yeah, because you just read it in the bathroom when you're taking a shit. And the byline is a shitload of fun, funny, and sometimes harrowing stories from the life of a pro skier on the road. This is just going to be like fun stories, but one of them is another one about Richie. We were in Alaska, and we were hitting this jump up at Alyeska, and you have to take the gondola to get all the way up.
Oh yeah, I've been to Alyeska recently.
You've been to the Castle Grayskull. We actually got up there and took pictures with the polar bear.
Really?
I have a picture of me I put a fake leash on it, and it was like my pet. It was so good. And so you have to go up the mountain was closed. Oh, yeah, so we're at Castle Grayskull in Alyeska, Alaska, and they built this giant fucking jump. It was the year that I think Bob, you did fucking crazy.
They used to have crazy parks up there too.
That jump was so sick. It was like 90 feet. And then every day the sun was beating on it, and so we'd like scrape it down.
Gotcha.
And then resalt it, and so it just kept the belly of the jump kept getting bigger and bigger, so we were launching like 40 feet in the air by the end of it. It was sick. Anyway, we had to take the gondola up like around sunset to do the shoot, for the sunset shoot, but the mountain was closed, so all the people that were already up the mountain were coming down, and we were the only ones going up, and it was just me and Richie and the gondola attendant dude.
Gotcha.
On the gondola going up, and Richie looks fucking psycho. He looks at the hatch, the emergency hatch, and he's like,
gosh.
"Hey man, you think we could get on the roof?" And the guy's like, and I'm thinking like, fuck you, I'm not getting on the fucking roof. It's just a convex metal rooftop.
Yeah.
There's nothing up there. The guy's like, I don't see why not. And I was like, fuck. So Richie just looks, I remember him literally looking at me like with that face of just so excited. Where he gets to go on the roof. He's like, Colby, come on man, let's go on the roof. And he like clicks up in his fucking plastic bottom ski boots. And I'm like,
my
fuck.
God.
I legit was like, I don't really want to do this. And I'm like pretty scared of heights. Like, I think death height, that I don't like it. Like, it's weird being like a pro skier and shit. But
Which that gondola tram thing is.
it's like a kilometer up.
Yeah,
it's fucking high.
It's no joke.
And so I like go halfway up, and I'm like, I'll just sit on the edge, like with my butt on the edge. And Richie's like, Kobe, take a video, man. He's just standing like in his ski boots on the top with his arms spread wide. We're like swinging and shit. And I'm like, fuck you, dude. I'm like just clinging to my phone. You know when you pull your phone out and you don't want to drop it, you're just holding it like it's a fucking grenade or something. Like, I start filming him and he fully like slips and he goes, whoa, it's fucking slippery up here. And I'm like, yeah, you fucking psycho, dude. Just fucking. And then that's when we got to the mid station.
Oh, jeez.
We get to the mid station.
He's still up there?
He's still on the roof, and the mid station is when the other gondola passes, and it's packed with people, all with their phones out. And Richie's literally, the way I was describing it in the book, is Richie's literally standing there like Forrest on the back of his shrimping boat, like waving, like, hey guys! So I was like, you're good. And we like swing out of the thing, because you know that big swing.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, dude, guy barreled. I'm like, just pretending like he's surfing. I was like, haha, super funny, Rich. Let's get down now. Time to get off the top of the gondola, buddy. We get off the top of the gondola and like went up, had a session, and then the dude got fired pretty quickly.
I was gonna say, you definitely got some flack for that.
I felt really bad, but one of my buddies that's in Alaska, she was like, oh no, that guy, he was gonna quit anyway. I was like, I don't know, but I felt pretty bad. But I mean, he did say yes. So like, how bad can you feel, really? Fucking Richie. So,
That's a good one.
dude, there's like some of those other ones are like some of the things in the book, like I have all these different stories. And then I have 3 that are just dedicated. They're just called Rory 1, Rory 2, and Rory 3 from Rory Bushfield.
Gotcha.
That dude is a fucking psycho. Like, some of the gnarliest shit.
Just like messing with people, or just like
He
wild
just
story?
does
Like,
stuff.
Gotcha.
Like, he just doesn't stop doing stuff. I don't know. I guess that's not really like a party story, but like,
we could get into the stories that come off of like the time, because it's like getting a Mini Cooper for a bonus thing that doesn't happen these
crazy,
days.
dude. We like Yeah, I wasn't.
Anybody, like either of you or any other stories that you know of people getting crazy? Because I've heard
Yeah.
stories of like Simon on his 21st getting like $50K from Target or somebody to go to Vegas for his birthday.
I was there for his birthday.
You were there for that?
They got hotel rooms, and we had like
Jesus.
gift bags every morning, and fucking.
Dude.
Sometimes you go to the Target. Oh, I gotta go about a Target. They'd have those gift cards, like they'd have like $50 or $100 gift cards
Yeah.
just fanned out at the party,
Oh my
and I
God.
just roll through and just go, and then like 10 minutes later they'd be out there again and just taking all the fucking Target gift cards. There was one time they did a party on the top of the Roosevelt in Hollywood.
Oh my God.
You know, you can see the sign up
Yeah.
at the top. It comes into play in a second. So they rented out the fucking suite at the top of the Rosie because X Games was there in summer.
Gotcha.
So actually, going to Summer X is fucking awesome because they give you an athlete pass.
Just as a like winter athlete to come hang
If
out.
you're like in the X Games,
Gotcha. Yeah.
you can go party at the.
Be like, hey, I'm coming to Summer X.
Yeah, and they just give you an athlete pass. So you can
Sick.
do it as well. So we were like partying up there. I was with my friend Tom Dolzell and my other friend Sketchy D. Good start.
Sketchy D.
He's a snowboarder. He used to work for Monster actually, but he so it's the penthouse, right? Like the top of the thing, and I guess there's not too much to the story, but Tom Dozell has a picture of me hanging off the tee over Hollywood Boulevard.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dude, and I'm afraid of heights. I think I was pretty drunk on that one. I think he posted on Facebook or something. I was like, take that shit down, dude. What are you doing? You can't put that shit up there. Monster used to rent out an entire hotel in downtown just for athletes and people. They'd rent out the entire Standard downtown.
Jesus.
Yeah, it was fucking sick. And there was one time when I don't know if you ever saw that clip of that dude. What was his fucking name? He was an Aussie skateboarder, and he's really small. He's a short dude, but he like kicked off of the, you know, they do like the big air for skateboarding.
Yeah, the mega ramp.
By a fucking huge quarter pipe.
Yeah.
He popped and landed dead flat on the quarter pipe. Hit so hard that both his shoes fucking flew off. Jake Brown.
Yes.
Jake Brown. And so it was like the year after that, I think, and he had just gotten third or something, and he was fucking raging. There was one party room, which is usually what happens. If we rent out a hotel, like, you know, here we're at 300.
Yep,
It's that
300.
kind of gathering space.
Or at X Games, there was top floor. There was one. Yeah.
Then actually, one year at summer camp, our room was 208. It was me, CeeLo, Joss, Matt Walker, and Charlie Lasser.
Jeez.
And our room was like, you didn't really get to sleep. It was every day that we bought a bunch of beer, and then people just bring all this booze and shit. And like, once the bar closed, you didn't even have to ask where the after party. You just 208. It was it, dude. I think CeeLo wrote a poem about it, and then I made it into a song about 208 partying. I kind of want to find that, see if we can make it into a real song. But anyway, I digress a lot. But we're at Jake. We're in that room partying, and they're like trying to open the window so they can smoke weed.
Gotcha.
But there's like cage on the window.
Yeah.
And then the fucking fire alarm starts. It's packed. Like there's probably like 40 people in this room, and the fire alarm starts going. So I jumped on the table and just unplugged the fire alarm. Everybody was just like, yeah. And then Jake was like pretty gone, and he takes the fucking TV, the flat screen TV,
Oh my God.
and he's like, just open this fucking window, and takes it and tries to use the flat screen to smash open the window, and it broke the shit out of the flat screen. And so he and someone else took it and put it in the elevator with a sticky note that said "Fix me," and put it and sent it down to the lobby. So fucked, dude.
That was probably back before cameras were in hallways and stuff like that.
I don't know. It didn't really seem to matter. Jake didn't give a fuck. Got kicked out of
Well,
there
I'm sure at the
real
time
quick.
that's not at all
I
what he
don't
was
think
thinking.
Monster was allowed back in the hotel after that one.
Jeez.
Yeah,
I've heard some crazy shit like that.
we've been kicked out of a lot of places, like for keeps. You can't come back here ever again. It's a lot of good stuff.
Dang, that's such a wild story, dude. I thought we were gonna get in trouble for doing the you cooked cake down at the spa room and it turned into people throwing it at each other.
Cake fight.
It's nothing compared to
And hanging off the tee or fucking smashing windows out with a TV.
that's nothing.
Dude, that remind me of a shit. I had another good one, the little one that I can tell you that about. Gosh, shit, I can't remember. Getting kicked out of somewhere permanently. Wait, where did I say we used to get? No, I see locational. That's how I remember shit. It was
Wasn't a monster house.
no, it was it. Shit, where was it? I'm just talking. Oh, Aspen. No, not Aspen. No, Aspen is pretty good. Aspen gets pretty hectic. Oh fuck! I wish I could remember what I said. What was I talking about before that? I was talking about Jake smashing windows. And I think I wrote my name in ketchup on the wall that night. Super good, smart move. Your own name next to your fucking hotel. Oh, I can't remember. I don't know. Euro hotels are usually a little bit easier on that shit. American hotels are just freaked the fuck out.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Euro hotels expect it?
I mean, not all of them, but like people drink a little more fiercely in Europe, and like they get it. A little bit. But I know one that I was gonna say. I'm not sure. I don't know. I guess Dory's not really. He's so worried about his.
No one listens to this podcast, anyways.
So we're on the patio after being up on the mountain in Whistler, just in the main village square. In
Gotcha.
Whistler. And we just go there and have some pitchers of beer and shit. And and it's me and Schuster and Dory and there was a couple other people there and Rory Bushfield. So this about Rory. So Mark Getz was there too, and Marge's girlfriend at the time, Sasha, had EpiPen like in her bag, and
gotcha.
And Dory was like, "What's that?" She's like, "It's my EpiPen because I'm allergic to beads or something." He was like, "Can I try it?" She was like, "You want to fucking stab yourself with EpiPen?" And he's like, "I kind of do." And Rory goes, "Bro, I used to have to hit my mom with that all the time. Like, it's not that big of a deal. You should totally try it." And so Dory's got it like just out, and like he's really thinking whether he wants to do it or not. And he's holding it over his thigh, and Rory reaches over and just goes and just smashes his hand into his thigh.
Oh.
And Dory stands up, and he's like just fucking adrenaline rushes.
There's thick needles.
Fucking shit everywhere. Just, and Rory goes, "Holy shit, man, I was just kidding. I've never seen anybody do it before." He's like, "Fuck." And Schuster goes, "What's it feel like?" And Dory goes, "It's awesome." And so Schuster was like, "I want to try it." And Sasha's like, "It's like $100 to refill." He's like, "I'll do it right now." And like literally hops off the patio, goes and gets a refill, comes back to the table and just like, and at that point I had left before he came back and did it. And then I like was walking down to go to dinner or something, and I see Joe just stumbling through the main square, just fucking so out of it. All of a sudden he just pukes in the rose bushes, like it's still daylight out. It just threw him so far. But yeah, that's some shit has happened, dude. I mean, I'm nervous because I don't want to get those boys in trouble or anything, but
It's chill.
yeah, a lot of it is like, I mean, I've done some pretty fucked up shit, but like, I like it. A lot of it's just observational. Like the shit that's going on around you is fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Joss has some ridiculous stories.
Damn.
Have you interviewed Joss yet?
No.
Dude, you should interview him and just it's anything. Like he somehow, like last week he fucking was in Europe and someone volunteered him for a chili eating contest and he thought it was like eating bowls of chili and it turned out it was like fucking real chili because like an actual chili pepper.
Oh
He
jeez.
fucking ate a chili like and it went from like Scoville level 1 to whatever and you had to get to him. He's like, the only reason I couldn't finish is because my stomach was so fucked up I thought I was gonna die. He did that last fucking week, dude. Like, are you fucking kidding me? He ate a ghost pepper, a straight up full ghost pepper.
Damn.
At like level 8. I think
Seeds and all.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Well, I don't know. Actually, you have to ask him that. But That's fucked.
Damn, I'm gonna
And
have to
he
get
gets
it.
that. I was like, hey, you want some of this thing? He was like, no, my stomach's been kind of bothering me. And I was like, why's that? And he told me, no
Dude,
fucking wonder your stomach's bothering
it
you.
destroys your appetite too.
Dude.
I've like I started getting into hot sauces, just like extremely fucked up ones with friends, just because it's kind of a fun thing to like go through hell with a buddy and laugh about it.
Yep.
And you never want to do it before you eat your dinner,
No.
because yeah.
Did you watch the Hot Ones?
Oh yeah,
I love that show.
That's the sauce I have is the hottest hot sauce they ever made,
yeah.
and it was like genetically
Was it the
modified.
bomb?
It was the last dab
Yeah. Yeah, the bomb was really bad. I bought the whole
set.
the whole set.
Sick.
Because I was like, I wanted my friends in LA. They're all fucking wusses.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'll watch, but that's not the point.
Exactly.
We can do it together. But we were gonna just like toss them together with some wings, and then I wanted to do it like in that style, but not interview each other. Be like, play something more like Never Have I Ever or something.
Gotcha. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I still haven't done it though. I have all the sauces, but I can't find anybody who wants to party
Fuck.
with some fun stuff.
Dude, I'd bring it out, and I'd be like, as soon as I get one friend to do it, and it's like, all right, I'm in, but like, I'm not doing it by myself.
No, that's not worth it. No. I tried the bomb one though because it's supposed to be the shittiest one. It's pretty shitty.
Yeah, it's
It
just
tastes like battery acid.
the one I have tastes kind of good because it's a late onset.
Like,
So you're like, oh, like everybody's like, oh, this thing's nothing, and then it gets so bad.
yeah. Ugh. What's up, Doc?
Hey man, you guys busy?
We're
Chopping it up.
You got any crazy stories you want to let you know?
Oh, actually, is it on?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I fucking pushed something.
No, you're good.
No, I'll just add to. When I was a youngin', I bet you're about 38. I'm 35.
Yeah.
And I grew up watching Wicked.
Oh yeah.
And Colby had this visor on his helmet, and he wore like all black. And I think there was like this trap rail.
They used
kind
to call me the Angel of Death.
The Angel of Death. Oh,
Yeah.
word, yeah. And I remember that because I was like part of the like Waterville Valley, New Hampshire crew. Not part of it, but I like peripheral, you know?
Yeah.
And then there's a sequence in Wicked that's like game over. I think it's a trap rail.
Yeah.
And you have like maybe 3 clips in a row, and that like changed us. And Kevin and I just talked about it with my brother.
Whoa.
No way.
Sick. Yeah, like a 1 foot slide thing, and then
Yeah.
like 50-50 up.
And then
then
2
back
on to the
swap
top.
to 1 foot.
Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, and then like a 3 swap, I think.
3 swap. Blind?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I blacked out. So yeah, I was blind.
Word, okay.
Okay. Oh god, I inspired someone.
Special guest.
Special guest. It's always crazy because I'm just, all of us is like, we're just doing like what we want to do, or we're like,
Yeah.
and sometimes you get people that are like, dude, you really inspired me. I'm like, sorry? Did I ruin your life or anything?
What aspect are we talking about? What key part?
Yeah, what's going on here? There was, although recently there was one that like, I didn't know what to say because it was this dude who, so I went to Aspen for the X Games and there was like no restaurants open. It was like super late. I got there. Oh, the reason I got there late is because I drove up with this random dude I met at the airport because the flight into Aspen got fucked because they usually get fucked. Gotcha. Can't get in there very easily. And so I'm like, got a hotel that night, and then I'm like, fuck. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna get up there. And this random dude's like, are you going to Aspen? He's like clearly like coked out or something. Yeah, he's like, me and my buddies are gonna rent a car. And I was like, okay. Can I drive though? So we drive up to Aspen. I'm telling him about all the resorts on the way. I'm like, copper shit, don't go there. And like, Breck's kind of cold. And like, he's like, man, you're like from like Pennsylvania or something. And you're like, you don't really like this. I'm like, no, Aspen's sick. Also, Vail's alright. They're a little weird. Like, you know what I mean? So like, get there and it's like super late and there's nowhere to go. And I like went to this kind of fancier restaurant. I was like, shit, it's gonna be expensive. And they're like, well, we don't have any tables. And I'm like, okay, can I like sit at the bar or something? And they're like, yeah. So we sit at the bar, and I was with this girl, and we like sit there. It was my girlfriend at the time. And we sit at the bar, and because she flew in, she actually got through.
Gotcha.
So then I picked her up, and we like went there. And so sitting at the bar, and the guy just gave us drinks behind the bar, and then we were gonna order some food. And the guy's chatting. He's like, "You're a pro skier, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "I recognize you, you're Colby." And I was like, "Yeah, good to meet you," or whatever. Because sometimes in ski town you get recognized.
Yeah.
And so we're just like chatting and with him, and then together, and we like eat some food. And he goes, "Hey, I think I should probably tell you, I'm from Venezuela, and you maybe have saved my life." And I was like, "I'm sorry." And he's like, "I had a really hard journey here. I like came by land to come up, and the whole time all I did was watch all of your segments and repeat to keep my spirits up."
Holy cow.
Okay.
Why me?
Well, it's really like, it just gets like overwhelming to hear that. Like,
Yeah.
it literally was like, you like helped me so much with staying positive during a really tough time. And I was like, okay, cool. What would you like? You're welcome. Like, I didn't know what to say to that. Well, thanks, man. He's like, and also you don't have to pay for anything. I got the meal and I got everything. And I was like, well, you don't have to do that. And he's like, no, you have no idea.
No
And I,
way.
like, left and he was like, have a good night. Thank you. And I was like, fucking Jesus, heavy. But that's like legit one of the reasons why, not reasons why, but those feel really good.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
sometimes when I'm like, I don't want to fucking do this bullshit, or like, what the fuck is this, or whatever, and
You never know who's watching.
yeah, and sometimes you offend people,
Yeah.
and then sometimes you really can help someone.
Yeah.
And I obviously didn't realize that when I was doing all that shit with ski things. It's just like, just doing it.
Yeah.
But to have that happen sometimes is really crazy feeling. It's also a lot.
Yeah.
to like,
You don't know what to say back,
well,
but
not
then
even
just
you
like
don't
it's
know
a
what to
heavy.
say. Yeah, it gives it a bit of a burden.
Yeah.
Because like, well, I better make this one real fucking good. Like, I guess I better keep trying.
Which aspect kept you going?
Yeah, which part of that? Was it the part that I found easy to do, or was it something I have to work at now? I guess that's been really cool, and that's I think why I wanted to try to make a narrative ski movie, like
Sick.
a feature film thing. I think it would be really fun.
I'm sure that guy would tune in.
Yeah, and I hope people like it. That's legit why also because it's fucking funny and I like doing it.
Yeah.
I like that I get to entertain people. It's pretty sweet.
That's sick.
Yeah, I'm shooting this year with Matchstick. We're trying to get a segment together.
You tell me that every
Yeah.
time. I'm stoked for you.
Yeah, we wrote a country song called Apray.
That's gonna be a good one, dude.
Hopefully.
That's gonna be a good one.
Well, if anybody listening wants to give me some feedback, what they think, I think it's going to be fun.
Any other projects that you wanna? I mean, you mentioned the book. What's the name of the book?
Stories to poop to.
Stories to Poop too.
Yeah, that one's harder because I'm like really busy, so I'm just writing in my free time. Probably put it out next year or something.
I'm definitely getting that to go through the stories.
I don't know why I pictured having like a pink cover. It's
Really?
like really elegant writing. Stories to poop to. And then I'm working on that. Another thing that's kind of crazy. It's not really anything that right now. I don't really get into it. But my buddy, he's a pro driver. He like a pro drift car driver because I got into drifting.
Yeah, and I saw you on your story the other day. You were, and we talked about that briefly. But
Yeah, he's Ukrainian. So like when the war started, I messaged him. And I think we're gonna do a documentary with him. About
sick,
what's going on with him? Yeah, it's sick, but it's also fucking
gnarly.
Yeah. It's like really every time I talk to him, I'm like, sorry, it's kind of loud. I'm at a party. And he's like, yeah, it's loud here too. Rockets going over my house. Fuck, dude. It would seriously be like me. Like you calling me if like California's getting bombed and be like, you okay, dude? I'll be like, not really, this is fucked. Like he's just telling me. It's so crazy. But anyway, we're working on something to do with that, and then my Matchstick segment, and then next year I really want to do a segment with Matchstick again and Warren Miller. But after being here, I want to go over to Europe and do more with Jib League.
Jib League is so sick.
I'm really hyped on these guys making this stuff.
Does this Jib League event like bring back anything
Absolutely.
from the good old days of?
Like the first, even just because here the features are pretty small and
Yeah.
minimal, but you just get to show off what you can do. I mean, like that's how I started.
Yeah.
It was like competitions in like Waterville Valley and Loon and like back in New Hampshire, just going to all the rail jams I could get to, or like it was like the Kahlua half pipe jam and like different things.
That's awesome.
It's actually the first time I ever saw a pro skier was because we don't go to the East Coast. There's no fucking point unless it's like
For big money.
or something. Yeah, it's not even big money. Just like Sunday River built the jump.
Gotcha.
Or, like, Simon has his invitational or like something like that. But like the Kahlua Halfpipe Jam was like one of the first things that I was ever in. And Mike Atkinson was he was a pro skier, but he was also like on the mic, and he was really funny. And he was in videos and movies and in magazines, and just seeing the pros was like really big. And so you saw the kids here.
Yeah.
That they're like, holy shit, fucking Jossie fucking Wells is here.
Yeah.
And I get to be near him, and I get to like watch people do stuff. It really, it's fucking mirror image of like where I came from within skiing. Like
Sick.
Seeing that shit, and the more of these, I wouldn't say Jib League small by any means, but like the more of the community part of it you bring into it, like it's gonna give people so fucking hyped.
Yeah.
And it feels really, really, I don't know, it's like a brotherhood, sisterhood type thing, like family type stuff.
Because you never know the connections you're gonna make too.
Well, yeah, not just those connections, but like showing people in person. Like you watch X Games, you can do that. You might meet someone, get an autograph or something, but you get people out at their local resort, like a little tiny one like this.
Yeah.
There's kids sitting there all fucking day.
Yeah.
Today,
Oh, yeah.
yesterday, the day before, they just sit there. They're just stoked to be there.
Yeah.
Just be around the whole thing. That's what I really like about it. I hope they do more in America too. I mean, not just because, I want to go to Europe and do that stuff, but it's
Jib League is sick.
It's sick, dude. It's going to be really awesome. Especially with Joss kind of attached as well, because he gets it, man. He's so in tune with everything. Love that guy.
I mean, the whole cast of people that are here is super sick, and then the amount of kids that showed up, and it's just cool because it's like that big time event, but you don't have. It's, kind of a private thing, even though like obviously it's open to the public, as in like the skier kids can show up, the local kids.
Yeah.
But you don't have all those like random people that are like, oh, I'm like, it's a big event, I can just go get autographs. Like, all that extra people. So like you can actually get to know some people here.
Yeah,
and
dude. There's one kid who just kept giving me his beers. I don't know. I felt bad. I was like, are you sure? He's like, yeah, it's my last one, but you can have it. I'm like, dude, don't do that. What's wrong with you? But
he's gonna go back to his town and be like, yo, I was feeding Colby beers the whole time. Yeah.
That's just mean. Like, any of these people fucking know who I am anyway.
Yeah.
The thing that it reminds me of is the U.S. Open, and it would be fucking sick if these boys could like do that style of like open. I know the format's different because it's like rider judged, but the way they did this one, it reminds me a lot of the way the U.S. Open used to be.
Gotcha.
Though it was judged differently, it was just there used to be fucking 300 people in Vail just
trying to make it.
Yeah, anyone can sign up, anyone can do it. Everybody gets a turn. It's a zoo, dude. I wouldn't encourage that. It's a bit dangerous.
Yeah.
I remember going through on one of them. I was just taking a run, like getting warmed up on the jumps. I did a 3, and I come around and I see a kid's like just coming off the knuckles, came down, and I would go heads up, and I landed on his helmet, dented his fucking helmet. He was fine, and I actually landed on my feet and skied out of it.
Oh Jesus!
But I was like, it's hectic, but. I think with not just Joss, but Woodsy and Joss and the boys, like they get it. They're like in the thing. I think besides like the shit that I want to do, the scene now is super fun. It's awesome.
It's a great group of guys.
Don't call it a comeback. Just call it a midlife crisis.
That's a fucking great way to end it.
Perfect. But I'm out of beer anyway, so.
Okay, let's grab another.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Colby.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
It's been a real honor to get to know you.
It's been fun.
Just been only a couple months, but it's been pretty sick. And just to see how you work, and it's awesome.
I wouldn't really call it work, but
well, dude, it's sick whenever you're just like, all right, dude, we got to get some Jorge clips, and your personality with Kirk's personality. It's so sick to see.
I can't wait to do more shit with him. I wish you could find some cracks so we'll settle down.
I don't think that'll ever happen.
No, it's great.
But thank you for coming on.
Yeah, dog.
It's been a pleasure.
Stoked.
Sick. We can end it. The $10 beers at the bar.
Fuck that.